Hello, everybody, and welcome to week 2 of the NFL season. I'm recovering from poison ivy, and I can open my right eye again, so we're going to be doing videos now. We also do a baseball that I missed today, but we're back, so it's week 2. All right, let's discuss the picks. Let's discuss what's going on in the NFL algorithm file and what we should be doing for choosing teams, survivor pool, and wagering and such on Sunday, September 15th. So here's what's going on in the file right now. We have a win score percentage that is being calculated still off of 2018 season stats because we don't have enough yet for 2019 to use team stats yet. But what we do here, we have final score and opponent's final score. These are projected scores and they're based on the current rosters. We're dealing with people that are not injured. We have a whole injury report here where we're tying all the players out, who's playing. We've got it all set up and we're calculating what we think the point projections are going to be based on who's playing in the game and how they have played so far this season. So what you're going to see is you're going to see some conflicts between the projected scores and the win percentage. And we'll talk about that because we've got to think about what happened in week 1 and any changes that have happened with the teams. So let's start at the top. Baltimore and Arizona, heavily favoring Baltimore. It's predicting they're going to put up a lot of points because they steamrolled over Miami in week 1 and put up a ton. So this 54 is probably a little inflated. It's going to be really difficult for them to put up that much against Arizona. However, they're probably going to outscore Arizona because Arizona had difficulty against Detroit in week 1. They ended up with a tie, and they had to come back late. Kyler Murray, their new quarterback, is probably coming into his own, but this is probably a pretty good bet. 850 on the money line is really rough. Does think they're going to cover the spread, but this is kind of a sneaky game. I'm a little scared. I think Baltimore is going to win. It's probably a good survivor pool pick, but not a great wager just choosing Baltimore for this game. You've got the Patriots against the Dolphins, a team that everybody is fleeing from. Nobody wants to be in Miami Beach. Watch out for the Hurricanes and also watch out for Miami having absolutely no defense. So the Patriots with, I believe, Antonio Brown, I don't think he raped anybody this week, so he's probably going to be playing, and it says they're going to win 47-0. Huge minus 3,000 line. It's a really good survivor pool pick, but I'm not going to choose that because we're going to save the Patriots for later in the season. Chiefs and the Raiders. Raiders came off a really good first opening week against Denver. Chiefs are my pick to win the Super Bowl this year. They looked really solid against Jacksonville. They can put up points. This is a good. We can't use him in my survivor pool pick because we already used him in week 1. But I like this. Minus 350 is actually a pretty reasonable line because Oakland's getting some respect. So I'd say that's pretty good money line bet. Also does think they're going to cover. The point projections think they're going to cover, so that's probably a good bet with the spread there. Here's an interesting game. The Browns and the Jets. Says the Browns are going to win 27-5. The Browns are trying to become America's team right now. They had difficulty in week 1 blowing a game to the I can't remember who they lost to, but they lost to somebody. And the Jets also blew a game in week 1 against Buffalo. They don't look like a team that knows how to win. Cleveland probably wins this game. I don't know if they cover the spread. It says they're going to cover the spread here. Use your judgment. They're not going to be my survivor pool pick for the week. Chargers and the Lions. Lions came back against Arizona, or took the lead against Arizona and then blew it late. Chargers are a team that knows how to win early in the season like this. I think the Chargers are going to win this game. Now, the point projections are odd because Detroit scored a little bit more in week 1. I don't know if somebody's hurt on the Chargers or what's going on here, why these point projections are coming out this way, but that's kind of interesting. So be a little scared of that because the point projections are current season related. So to see something like that makes me say I can't take the Chargers as a survivor pool pick because I just don't know what's going on. I'd stay away from this game. It's too tough to call when there's a conflict like that. Bears over the Broncos. I do not agree with the algorithm here. I thought Trubisky was terrible in week 1, but Denver is also a team that really couldn't do anything against Oakland. It says point projection wise that Denver is going to win and not the Bears, but based on last year's team stats, the Bears are going to win. So this is all last year team stats related. I think based on what I saw week 1 out of the Bears, I would never put money on the Bears, even though Denver's not looking very good this year. So this is kind of two teams that I don't think want to win. So be careful there. Dallas and the Redskins. This is my survivor pool pick of the day. I think that what you see happening in first of all, Dallas and Redskins, huge rivalry. I'm from Washington. Every year, this is an enormous game. Dallas came off a really strong start in week one. Dak Prescott's playing well. The Skins are a team that just has a lot of difficulty. Says that they're not just very, very close. The spread is a good line against what these projected points are coming in. But I'm going to make Dallas my pick of the week as a Skins fan. I'm going to make Dallas my pick of the week. That's my survivor pick. I think they have the best chance, and I don't want to use up the Patriots or the Ravens right now. So that's my pick of the week. I do think they're going to win that game. Minnesota and the Packers. I also like Minnesota here. You got a 21-8 projected score. Minnesota's a dog. Green Bay's defense looked really good. However, Trubisky was terrible against them with the Chicago Bears in the opening game on Thursday night. There's been some time to rest here for Green Bay, but I like Minnesota a lot. Houston and Jacksonville. Projected score likes Jacksonville, but win percentage likes Houston. I like Houston in this game. I think Jacksonville put up some points against KC, but against Kansas City week one, but I think there might have been some junk points late because Kansas City pretty much ran that game. So I would err on the side of this percentage. I do think Houston's going to win this game. Negative 420 is a pretty awful line, though, so you probably want to stay away. Philadelphia and Atlanta likes Philly 34-14. That's interesting. That's kind of a really nice point projection with this line here. So that's a pretty good pick to take the Eagles on the money line. Saints against the Rams. Here's another one where we like a dog in the file, both in point projections and in win percentage. Interesting. Drew Brees can put up some points. I don't know where this game is. Let's double click on it and we'll find out. Let's see here. The Saints are away, so that hurts them a little bit. Rams are at home, so that could draw into this a little bit. But don't knock the Saints team. They don't have much defense, but they do tend to outscore. So this is probably going to be an over game. I don't know what the over set at, but you're looking at 53 in the projected score. So I do like the Saints here, especially on that line of plus 110. Bengals and 49ers. Bengals looked pretty good in week one, I believe. I can't really remember, but the Niners did win in week one, right? I think they upset like Tennessee or something. So that could be sneaky, but the projected score and the win percentage are favoring Cincinnati, so I'd probably go with Cincinnati there. We start to get down to some really tight favorites down here with Tennessee over Indianapolis. This team without Andrew Luck, they did score some points against the Chargers in week one, but they still lost. I'd stay away from this. But it does say 32-15 Titans. Buffalo and the Giants, two bad teams. Point projections like the Giants, but win percentage barely likes the Bills. Tough call there. And then the Seahawks over the Steelers. I thought Steelers looked miserable against the Patriots. We'll see how they look against another team. Russell Wilson probably wins this. Look at that. 15-15 score, though. So you see Seattle plus 160, even though this game's probably in Pittsburgh. Yeah, it's got to be in Pittsburgh, right? Yeah, this game is in Pittsburgh. I think that you can still go with Seattle here. I like that with that line. So that's what we have now. We'll have more information next week as we get more team stats in for the year, and the point projections will get a little better. But as I said, my survivor pool pick for the week is the Dallas Cowgirls against the Washington what do you call that? The Washington Red Potatoes, I believe, is what the guy who does That Good Sports does. Perna is his name. He's funny. Go check out That Good Sports. He does a great YouTube channel. So we're out for now. May all our picks be winning.